everybody, it's Sarah. I'm starting out my video live today really quick because I had a couple questions about how I choose my cards, and I just wanted to kind of walk you through my thought process really quick before I get started. With my title cards, I always pick that out first, and I always try to go for a neutral because I usually make a lot of heavy embellishments on my title card, and that usually is going to set the tone for my whole spread. So the first thing I do is lay out my pictures kind of in order of what happened that week, and then I grab my title card, which like I said is my neutral, and then I always grab a really colorful card from the kit. This is the colorful card that I'm going to do my journaling on, like my strip journaling. So a lot of it will get covered up, but you'll still get the gist that there is teal and light pink and dark pink and white and dark bluish gray and some of that beautiful dark orangey coral. So then what I did was I grabbed cards that coordinated with those colors, and I also made sure that they balanced. So I've got a patterned card on one side, a patterned card on the other. I've got teal on this side and I've got teal over here. And then to balance with this beautiful coral card, it kind of balances with the same leaf here. So what I'm going for here is just cohesiveness from one side to the next. I know I'm going to use a doily here, so I know I want to use another doily on the other side. I'm not going to use a doily on everywhere because I don't want it to be too heavy with those, but I want some balance. I also had 5 pictures from the same walk. I didn't want them all on the same side, or all this side would be green and all this side would be people. So I did split up 3 of the pictures here and 2 of the pictures there. So there's kind of green here and then more what's going on here. So that will kind of just walk you through my thought process for picking cards. So once again, neutral title card, busy patterned card that I'm going to do my strip journaling on, and then I pick my main card colors from that so everything coordinates. Make sure that there's as much of one color on this side as there is on the other side, and then from here all I do is remove my right side and I work on my left. Usually after about 25 minutes my camera will overheat and shut off, which is almost exactly what I need to get one side done. Then I'll type out my journaling and move this side to the floor next to me or my desk next to me, and then move this into the middle, and then I'm done. So that is kind of my before process setup thought process on color combos. So thank you, ladies, and I hope you enjoy the spread. Hey everybody, it's Sarah and welcome back to the Scrappery. You just saw 3 minutes of me talking about how I pick out my cards and stuff like that. So now I am fast forwarding and showing you my actual process video. Now included in these beautiful Jade kits are a couple of stencils that I was just dying to use. So that kind of neutral card that I picked out, I just grabbed some of that beautiful pink Kaiser Craft spray that came in the kits, and I just gave it a go with a little bit of foam just from my my stash of mixed media stuff that I don't really use a lot. So I was pretty excited that I'm getting the color kit so I can kind of explore that. So anyhow, that happy chipboard has been laying on my desk for weeks. The back sticky part came off and I finally had a chance to use it. I think it's from like Maggie Holmes Gathered chipboard, so I was really happy to use that. Then I just added some old thickers from my stash to add the week 37, and I've got the Carpe Diem Posh like bag of like ephemera bits that I've had for absolutely months. So I was so excited that there were going to be some Posh papers in this kit, because I'm like, yes, I can get that packet used up. So I made kind of a Franken card there. There are some 3x3 cut aparts that I cut apart before the video started, and I backed it with some of that beautiful gold cardstock that came in the PLK kit. And then I just used my sewing machine to sew everything down. And then I sewed the edges of that beautiful peach 4x6 card. I hadn't really decided what I was going to do on that one yet. And then that gorgeous chevron one, I also just put about 3/4 of a doily on, and then I ran that through my sewing machine. Now here are some glue dots that I got on clearance at the grocery store, and I'm loving them. They are working so well for holding those beautiful Kaiser Craft paper like kind of blooms or flowers on. They are working so great. I was so excited. I picked those up for like $1.40 in the clearance bin at the grocery store. So I also ran that happy chipboard through my sewing machine because I felt like that card just needed some stitching. And there I just added a few more of the cut apart pieces to my 3x4 cards and used my tiny attacher just to add a little bit of something going on there. So there's one of the tags from the cut apart sheet, and I just used some twine from my stash. And I'm going to add another one of the glue dots on the back of those flowers. Like I said, they are working awesome. They are the poster size. And then I've got some of those Maggie Holmes Gather tassels. I've got just oodles of them in my stash and I need to get them used up. And I thought, ooh, this peach works just perfectly for that. So I used a little tiny gold paper clip and I just attached the tassel. Here I'm using my Becky Higgins roller date stamper to get that date stamped on. And there is the cut apart from the So Cute. And then I was going to spell out piano lessons. And then I kind of stuck it in the wrong spot. And then I found that musical note in my stash, and I thought, oh, I got to use that because she's on her way to piano lessons. I'm just looking for a few last ways to embellish that beautiful tag there. So I'm just going with some enamel dots and then a bunch of the pearls and gems from the kit. Now we are moving on to the right side of the spread, and I also adhered about 3/4 of that doily onto that beautiful teal paper and sewed around the edges with my sewing machine. That is a picture of my husband and his dad. His parents came up for the weekend, and I just wanted to get that documented. And then I'm also using more of the cut aparts on the 3x4s because I like to embellish those in the same way that I did on the other side of the spread. And there I just grabbed some old thickers from my stash to spell out grill because we grilled some burgers that night. I think they were stuffed with cheese. There is a Becky Higgins 4x6 flip pocket that I filled with some of the absolutely gorgeous sequin mix from the kit. It is beautiful. And then I did add a little bit of iridescent stars from my stash. I added that Together word thicker from Maggie Holmes, and I used another glue dot to adhere that beautiful like tulle flower down. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I was so excited when I opened the kits. I knew I was going to use that on my very first spread. There I used another glue dot on another one of those teal Kaisercraft paper blooms or flowers. And here is a tag from the ephemera kit that is from my stash. And I'm trying to figure out a way because that flower pattern is not really the same as the other flower pattern, so I decided to kind of move that picture over and tuck that floral that doesn't really match the Kaiser floral on the other side. That Be True is from that same Maggie Holmes pack. And there is my journaling from my new We Are Memory Keepers typewriter. I love it. I can type so fast with it. My old one, I didn't realize how bad it was until I got that new one. So here are just some close-ups. Those are all the gorgeous sequins inside of that 3x4 Becky Higgins. I think it's like Becky Higgins Fuse flip pockets or something like that. So anyhow, this is my first spread with the beautiful Jade Kits. I'm absolutely in love. And here are a bunch of close-ups, and I can't wait to make at least 3 or 4 more Project Life layouts with this. I'm going to try to finish up my whole September with these beautiful kits because even though they're kind of summery colors, it's kind of summer going into fall colors. And in Minnesota, September is kind of summer going into fall. So thank you so much, ladies. Have a great day.